Hey guys. Well, there goes the people in the airplane again, slowly cruising by. There's people out here that it's their intention to not be forgotten, and I'm thinking I'm going to have you surgically removed. Just the memories of you and just a few other people and a couple other some events. But I'll have like these markers as just the general information as to what it pertained to, and the information to retain. I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm sure that God can take care of that for me. It feels like they dropped some kind of stuff here that came upon us and or is going by us. I'm not sure yet. We'll have to wait and pass judgment about that here in a little bit. But of course, we pray heaven just drive them from our skies and from the sky above us and the skies around us, and keep them and their energies way far away from us, because we don't want anything they have to offer. Obviously, 15 years of this stuff, man. It's like, but I had a message. I think I've had some type of inspiration. It was about they were talking. Somebody was saying, "Oh, they're like they can't understand how you've defeated them, and that you continue to do this, and you continue to advance, you continue to rise, you continue to blah 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 blah." And I started to make a video a while ago to say, well, it's this, that, blah 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 blah, blah. And then I threw that away, because it's like, well, they've never listened to anything I've said, I don't think, or just dismissed it, or it was only to use in one of their other strategies to come against. But well, first of all, I do believe the big difference is you were in a war of some sort, a competition, a battle of some sort, something where you were going to win against us instead of with or for us. And so that would be how you would end up defeated, because you were doing that rather than what I was doing. And I remember saying probably to one of you before, that no, I'm not trying to compete with you at all, competing with myself. And then, of course, you're going to misconstrue that and say, well, it's your shadow leech vampire person who's probably hooked on to you. That's what you're talking about yourself, because you are all believing in such things as that because of the way you are. But really, it comes down to the fact that there's your mindset. Whereas our mindset is this whole completely different deal that's not based in hate and death and darkness and hating God and hating the light and hating heaven and hating all heavenly things and goodness and life and family and the whole normalcy thing of heterosexual, and nuclear family. Whereas we look at all that and we're like, all of that has the potential for such incredible happiness and gladness and bonding between souls and evolvement for them, especially if they're all on the same page. Or at least, at the very least, in the same book. Thinking, hey, we got to keep these morals and values and hold certain things dear, So, it keeps coming back to the fact that we're opposite, we're different. Remember at the very beginning of this, long before the beginning of this, it was, you're the alien. You're an alien. Now, some of them go, yay, he's the alien. He's a star guy or whatever, but then you got your other dark dark people who've got emotional issues and stuff like that, which means demons, okay, which are playing games with their head, giving them things like anger and resentments and just stuff that's stupid to hold on to at all because, well, anyway, um, it's the truth. It is the truth. Um, yeah, so moving on, we're different, very different. And so while you might have been thinking of it as a war and that you were to subjugate us somehow to win, and which, again, if your strategy is to keep others down rather than aspire to doing the things that you could do to achieve greater heights for yourself, okay? In other words, evolve. Then that's the strategy that will keep you down. Okay, now I'm not real big on this new age stuff and how they keep on thinking about, well, if you were more of a match for your vibration, because I know that's not really the truth of it. And the truth of it is it's about the sacrifices that you're willing to make and whether or not you're a good or a bad person and blah, 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 blah. And it goes on and on from there. Oh, well, you know what? There's no reason for me to lecture you on all of that again. The thing about want is what it is. And that's why, you don't want to want. Well, okay. So anyway, I'm going to let it go for right now and say we don't hate anybody. And no, while we're not accepting of specific kinds and types, it's not anything personal necessarily. It's just simply, what it is. I told you I have a home, I got a family. There's a God who loves me and wants to see us do well. And they won't, they're just not willing to accept anything else other than, the day rising and being the day and doing this little gig. And then and then I guess we just go on home, which is good for me because I like it at the house. Those are good people there. I love them.